Hey everyone, this is your international fan reaction for Wolves 0, Manchester City 1. Obviously lots of interesting comments from the guys and girls around the world on this one.
Hey Dave New York Wolves here. Well, I'll start with the good news. Wife and I just tested negative, so we are freed from quarantine, so we're going to go out in London and drown our sorrows. Second point would be, did we really expect to get past Liverpool and Man City without being cheated by VAR? No, we didn't, did we? So there, it's done with. Maybe now the Chelsea match will actually be a level playing field, he said naively. But you know, the way we got to look at it, two close 1-0 defeats after phenomenal defensive performance in both matches against, you know, two of the best teams in the world. That's a great credit to Wolves and the job that Bruno's doing. Our defense this year has been just a level above. I mean, we've been typically very good defensively under Nuno most of the time, but this season has just been superb. Jimenez red card, I think we all agreed the first was a extremely debatable yellow, but once that's given, you know, he's quite frankly an idiot for doing that for the second, and you could see when he was coming off he'd realised what he'd done, and that really hurt us, so he's going to feel awful about that tonight. The other point, not a penalty at all, ever in a million years. It came off his chest. There was one replay of the goal, of the incident behind the goal, where there's clear daylight between the ball and Moutinho's arm. And the second point is the piece of Moutinho's arm that it allegedly hit is part of the t-shirt rule. So it's twice not a penalty, but of course it was given, and that's how we lost, which obviously makes your blood boil, but we're used to it by now, aren't we? So seriously, I hate to say it, but you just got to take the positives. Another great defensive performance. Very unlucky to come away from the last two matches to no points. But hopefully we can go to Brighton and get something, and then up against Chelsea next weekend. I think maybe Raul needed a bit of a rest, not quite in that way, but again, trying to put a positive spin on it, he does get to sit out a bit and maybe take a little bit of pressure off and recharge. So that's it. Frustrated, very angry in the way we lost, but you know, very credible two performances, and on to the next one. See you later.
Hi guys, Andy here from Verbier, Switzerland, on a very cold, very snowy day. I thought I'd come outside to wake myself up after that game, give you a bit of the scenery, which I'll swivel around. There's a lot of snow there, as you can see. Well, moving on to the match. Disappointing always to lose, but just by one goal, and I think the goal was a debatable one. It didn't look like a penalty to me, and I thought VAR should really have directed the referee to go and check it on the screen. It looked like it hit the body or under the arm of Moutinho and was not a clear handball. My man of the match today is Kilman. I thought he was solid in defence going forwards, and he actually nearly scraped the goal in the last few minutes. Other key stars for us, I thought Sarr was excellent in goal. I thought Cody played well, held it together in defence and saved us off the line. I thought Nouri was excellent down the left, and he really has come on this season a lot. Very strange incident with Raul. I think he probably deserved to go off after that, and will regret doing that, but I don't actually think that made a huge difference to our tactical play, and if anyone was going to go off, I guess in that context, it's better a forward than a key defender. So we move on. We're still in the top 10. Let's see how it goes, and hopefully we will get some points in the remainder of December.
Hi everyone, it's Dazzling from Palma here. So today we got defeated away at Etihad. We knew it would have been a difficult game, and even though we lost, I can say I expected a bit more from Man City as their first in the league and title contenders. They only managed to beat us 1-0 down on a penalty. 11 against 10 for the whole second half. Raul got that moment of madness that cost him the second yellow. The first one probably wasn't right. Really wasn't right. So that's why he got frustrated and blocked the free kick. But the referee couldn't do nothing about it. So double yellow, red card sent off. We defended extremely good today. So proud of the defensive work. José Sá in particular, he's my man of the match. And he's my man of the match for Wolves, as Jonathan Moss is my man of the match for City. Having said so, we didn't deserve to lose today, but we didn't do that much to win. Last time we won a match, it was against West Ham, and I remember the match against West Ham, it was November 22. And also it was the last time we scored a goal. We really need to score a goal. It's December 11, yeah. So let's hope for the next one away against Brighton, and the other one in a week at home against Chelsea. We really need to score and we need points. So head up to the next one and see you all there. Bye.
Wolves fans, prime of Thailand. Wolves went to the Etihad with a game plan. Stop Man City playing, getting behind the ball and defending. Nearly worked, but we lost out 1-0. Could have actually nicked an equaliser on about the 89th minute when Kilman had header. Ederson tipped it over. It wasn't a very good game, but defensively we played well. Had a good performance, about an 8 out of 10. Man of the match was either Jose Sarr or Connor Cody. Two debatable decisions. Raul getting sent off. First one, don't think it was a yellow card. I think John Moss gave him a yellow card because of the weight weighing on him, because he'd already booked a couple of Man City players. The second one, use common sense, tell the fella to get away, John Moss. But Raul stuck his foot out and had to go. Letter of the law. Penalty, never in a million years. It is underside of his armpit. John Moss give a penalty, reviewed by Andrew Mariner. Two idiots. Can't work it out. Both should be given a ban from their profession, if you can call it profession. Useless. We go again Wednesday. Take care, guys. Bye.
So, Man City 1, Wolves 0. That's now Leicester, Spurs, Man United, Liverpool and Man City today, where we've lost each of those games 1-0, and every single time we deserved something out of that game. I think today we were absolutely robbed with a penalty. That wasn't a penalty in my book whatsoever, and how on earth VAR didn't overrule that, I do not know. He definitely hit underneath his arm, didn't hit his arm whatsoever, and I think that's just a classic example of the badge making a difference. Why on earth the referee didn't go over and have a look, I really don't know. I totally understand Martinho being devastated by that. Jimenez, for me, the first yellow card wasn't a yellow card. It was at best a bit of a warning. Not stepping away from the ball and letting them kind of gamesmanship kick the ball at you and get you sent off was a bit soft. We didn't deserve the sending off. Perhaps Jimenez deserves a bit of a talking to for not stepping away from the ball, but sending him off just completely ruined the game. Turned it from like a kind of a fair fight where we would still be a bit the underdogs into just training practice for Man City, really. The fact they couldn't score and they relied on a cheating penalty to beat a 10-man Wolves side, I think says a lot. I think the Wolves defence played very, very well. You know, Kilman and Neves, when they had the clash of heads, was obviously a really disturbing and worrying moment, given our history with head injuries. Glad to see them both get back up. I thought Kilman played very, very well and was unlucky not to level the score up right at the end. For me, I think man of the match would be Ryan Ait-Nouri. I think he's coming on leaps and bounds from being a very promising attacking kind of wing back to being somebody that's actually a very solid defender now. You look at the lineup and you see Sterling on one side and Grealish on the other, and you get a bit worried. Wolves handled them very, very well. Last week against Liverpool, we handled the likes of Salah very, very well. And I think we deserve a bit more out of the game. So from Athens, disappointed, but as you know, always Wolves.
Hey, it's Adam from Los Angeles, where the sun still hasn't come up yet from that early start. That was frustrating. It's almost not even worth talking about Raul. He knows that was the stupidest thing he could have done. The minute he did it, you could see him thinking to himself, why did I do that? Maybe it was a soft penalty for that first yellow, but either way, it doesn't matter. It's inexcusable what he did, and he knows it. No point in harping on it. The so-called handball was insane and frustrating. But aside from those two weird moments, the boys stayed in it. They showed their heart. They could have easily lost that 4-0, and they just, once again, the defense and Jose Sa were unbelievable. Connor Cody making that save. Kilman was great again. Jose Sa was just outstanding. I think my player of the match is Jose Sa. Just, you feel like you're always in it when you've got Jose Sa. You feel like you always have a chance. He was a major bright spot today. I wish they wouldn't have taken Adama out. I think he needs to be in the lineup at all times at this point. He's the only one really making a threat. So anyway, that was a rough one, but onwards and upwards.
This is Max from Melbourne, Australia. Give you my thoughts on Wolves 0, Manchester City 1. A really sad loss with a penalty obviously going to Raheem Sterling. It was very controversial, that penalty, in my opinion, with the handball going off Jean Martino, which was definitely very annoying, and I don't think it was a penalty personally, and that's not being nice at all. So but that just shows Wolves, I think they had a good fight, in terms of, we're playing the champions at their backyard, and we just, the way we played, and for them to only win on one guy and a penalty just shows that I thought we played really well and really, just tried our best, I thought. In terms of Raul, obviously, really costly mistakes there. I think he just wasn't thinking, I don't understand what was going on with him there. And it was quite disappointing to see him get a red card, obviously his first as a Wolves player, so he's going to be out for the next game against Brighton. But, in terms of the game, I thought we did pretty alright, but, I felt like, it was annoying to see, obviously, City get a penalty, but you know what, that's how football works. But we're going to try to get some points soon, and especially this time, we need to start trying to get points and just try to keep fighting on as we go against Brighton in our next game away, so that will be interesting. In terms of my performance rating, I'll give Wolves a 7. I thought we did alright. And in terms of my man of the match, I have no idea to think. If I had to give a man of the match, Connor Cody, I guess. Again, he did alright in his defending. I thought they tried their best. Jose Sa as well did some alright saves. But that's more thoughts on the game. Always Wolves.
Thanks everyone that's contributed. If you want to get involved in this, please let me know. Until the next one, I'm Dazzling Dave. Always Wolves.